This is another episode of Built From Nothing podcast. I'm your host, Sean. This is my guy, Nell. And we're here with a special guest, the deceptively quick, disruptive, powerful Julien Moutome. We here because we got high schoolers that we want to just show love to early. I seen you play, man. You're a monster out there, and we just here to give you your flowers. Tell me what coming from Cameroon. Just tell me about the difference.
Oh, from here, Cameroon?
Yes.
A lot of green over here.
Yeah.
A lot of green grass. It's usually not trying to sound like I'm broken nothing. Usually a lot of dirt roads back home.
Mm-hmm.
For sure. A lot of sand and stuff. But so a lot clean over here too, for sure. Yeah.
Tough transition.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
100%.
Yeah, because I couldn't speak English the first 2 years I was here. Yeah, I was building a lot for that. So
looking you up, I seen that you started it with basketball.
Yeah.
So tell me about who you played for, with both basketball and football.
Oh, what got me into sports was just my brother.
Mm-hmm.
I was a fat kid. I was fat when I was a kid, so we just got into sports to just get me in shape, kind of thing. So I just fell in love with it. But basketball wise, I grew up in Colombia, so I started playing with the Colombia Ravens.
Mm-hmm.
But then I went to team dedication for years, and I went to Thrill in Baltimore.
Okay, that's tough.
Yes, sir.
That's tough.
Yeah.
And what about football?
Football, I've always been in Howard County, the Howard County Terps.
Okay.
That's been we the best. I was gonna say we the best team in the state.
That's tough.
For years, for sure.
That's tough.
For sure.
So let's get right to it, man. High school. You chose to go to Mount St. Joe. How did you get up Mount St. Joe, and why?
Why? It's funny you say that. Initially, I didn't want to go to Mount St. Joe.
Got you.
Yeah, I was a public school kid through and through. I wanted to go to the school down the street from my house.
Which was?
Wild Lake High School.
Okay.
In Columbia.
Mm-hmm.
All my peoples went there, all my cousins went there. I wanted to go there.
Got you.
But I was different from everybody else growing up, and that was a known fact for sure. So me going to Wild Lake wasn't in my best interest. So going to Mount St. Joe was definitely the best spot for me.
Definitely. First year, you played basketball and football, right?
Yes, sir.
2 championships off the rip.
Off the rip.
Then fast forward, a little later, your junior year, you also get another basketball championship. Take me through that experience.
Freshman year, it was kind of kind of like throwing me in the deep end kind of thing. It was just I was 14 years old, just putting me on varsity on both teams was kind of like, damn, let's see what I can do. And so ending up winning both championships was just kind of like, oh man, let's keep it going.
For sure.
I grew up a winner. Let's keep winning. Let's keep it going. Then my sophomore year, COVID hit. It was here, and then it kind of dropped a little bit because of COVID. So I mean that was kind of hit for everybody. Mm-hmm. So junior year was kind of a get back type of season for sure. I couldn't win it for football, but I had to make sure I had to win it for basketball. I had to get it back. So that was just going through that journey from a 14-year-old to a 17-year-old and kind of maturing a little more. Was going through it because I was playing with grown men,
of course,
since freshman year. So I kind of just grew into that structure. So it kind of just built me into the person I am today, and I'm grateful for it.
So tell me, basketball over football or football over basketball?
Oh man, don't ever ask me that question. I'm going to school for football now.
I know.
So I'm gonna say football, but basketball always have a place in my heart.
Gotcha.
For sure.
I want to ask, you walk right into high school winning, and then you want to get in your junior year. How were you able to stay humble? Because a lot of kids, that can go straight to their head. One, just playing varsity as a freshman is not normal. That goes to a lot of people's head. But you also played, produced, and won. How were you able to stay humble through that process?
That's a good question. Well, to be honest, I was winning, but growing up until high school, I was always the kid that was doubted on because I was the fat chubby kid that couldn't speak English. I mean, I was tall, but I wasn't as tall as everybody else. So I kind of had to I was a late bloomer.
Okay.
Type of deal. So being that late bloomer, I've always had that. I got to be the hardest worker in the room.
Almost like a chip
exactly.
on your shoulder.
A chip on my shoulder, through and through. So I mean, just winning was just kind of it was fun and all, but it doesn't last.
Right. You just want more.
Exactly. So I fell in love with it quickly. So I was just like, man, I can't let this slip. I gotta keep it pushing.
That's tough.
So I mean,
tough.
yeah, for sure. You hear it all the time, like, oh man, varsity freshman year, both sports, you're a dog. Well, what's next? I'm like, man, I'm just being me, honestly.
Right. Humble.
Exactly. I'm just being me. So it's been there. I mean, my family, they kept me humble too.
Tough.
So I mean, just getting pushed around a lot. Training and workouts and stuff like that. I was always losing one-on-ones or losing stuff in workouts, but that kind of like built me
Fueled you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So I was just like, winning is cool and all, but I just want to get back to work.
Got you.
That's it. So that was that's
attitude to have, bro.
Yeah, that's the main thing that kept me humble through it all.
Why the transfer? Why the transfer to St. Francis?
Oh man. So to be honest, M.I.A.A, the head coach of St. Francis, was a big part of that. He came. I was doing a Rivals camp in PA, and he was up there with his other players and stuff. And he seen me. I was working out, doing the one-on-ones and stuff, and he seen me. He was like, "Hey, you a kid from Mount St. Joe, right?" Because I was the year I blew up my junior year for football. I was like, "Yeah." Like, hey man, you a dog. Come play with other dogs too.
100%.
Exactly. Because my man's Deshaun Womack. I played with him on Thrill. And like he went to St. Francis and he started blowing up at St. Francis too. So I knew people over there. And my man's before Chase Wilkins, he was at Mount St. Joe with me. He transferred about like a few months before I did. So it was just kind of, hey, why not? I want to play on the best team. So now I want to try to be the best and keep working. So that was kind of the main thing for sure.
You was a 2-star recruit. Was you getting recruited at Mount St. Joe?
You could say a little. I started blowing up in Mount St. Joe.
Cause I seen that you committed from Lehigh. I mean, you committed to Lehigh and then you decommit.
Yeah.
What was why decommit?
It was more of a personal thing.
Okay.
Yeah, it was more of a personal thing. I love the coaches, all the staff, everybody over there. It was very much gonna be where I was gonna be the next 4 years, and then just something personal happened. It was just kind of like, man, nah. Other opportunities came into play. So I mean, I just want to keep attacking, going bigger goals, getting into bigger things. So that was just kind of the thing. Nothing wrong with Lehigh at all. It's just me personally. It's just
you gotta do what's in the best interest of you.
Exactly.
So you had what? Kent State.
Yeah, Kent State,
Georgetown, Clemson, and I know you chose Navy, but did any of those other schools have a chance? Like or you always knew it was gonna be Navy?
Oof, that's the thing. Navy came late. That was,
and you end up going with them.
Yeah,
did you have did you pick somebody else first and then they came into play?
Because you also had James Madison, North Carolina, Temple. They was Wake Forest too.
Here's the thing though, with those schools, all love to those schools, much appreciated. It's just the amount of love I was feeling from them and Navy, completely different. Completely different. I mean, I will go to their camps, ball out, kill, win every rep. And it's just like, okay, we'll see you when we see you. All right, that's fine. But Navy, they've been checking me out since my junior year.
Tough.
They seen the film, they seen me, they seen something in me, and they was like, okay, he's dominating in his league. Now let's see how he's gonna do at a bigger school like St. Francis, and let's see how he balls, and we'll decide it from there. And so, me having the year I had and keeping my grades up, obviously that was
3.5. I seen that.
That's big time. Yeah, that's a big time.
Yeah, I can't.
Student athlete
for sure. Student first.
Both.
Nerd athlete. That's
that's
hey,
that's
what he's. Yeah, that's
next level.
I used to think that was corny, but it became. It was
that's
true.
Tough, bro.
It was true.
I like that.
It's true. So, yeah. So going from that, Navy just came in and was like, "Hey, we like what we seen from you. The transitioning, me growing up a little bit when it came to football wise, actually knowing what I'm doing on the field. We want to offer you. We want you to come play for us."
Is it a moment? Is it a game? Is it a situation that you could walk us through real quick?
I would say, oh man, a game. Junior and senior year, or both of you?
Man, whatever experience that you can tell us.
Oh man, I always go back to junior year because that was when it really started popping. We were playing McDonough at McDonough. I think it was our homecoming. Packed. I can't hear the coach calling plays. I just hear a mouth talking, but I can't hear anything. I'm on punt. I just got a sack the time before I got a sack, so I'm hyped. I'm amped up. I'm like, okay. I was watching film of their kicker randomly because I was just like, okay, let's see what their kicking can do. I was like, he hesitates a lot. like that 1 millisecond before he kicks the ball. If I could get there, I'm gonna take that shit. I was like, all right, excuse my language, my fault. And so I see it. I'm like, oh, coach, put me back in for punt. Let me see if I can take something. Because I already got the momentum going. The ball snaps. It slips from the guy's hands. I'm like, oh, now I got an extra 2 seconds. I'm running. He tries to kick it off. Boom. Ball's flying. It was near the end zone. It could have been a touchdown for us, for real, but our mans couldn't pick it up, so he just ended up falling on it. I just hear the crowd going from McDonough. I just hear a big, ooh. That's when you know it's a hit. I hear, ooh. I can't hear. I'm in my own head. I'm like, yo, what the hell just happened? Yo, but I'm running on the sideline. I'm hyped. Everybody else on that side going crazy.
Right.
Yeah, I'm like, man, that was momentum shift. Because it was 14-7 at the time. 14-7. They were up. And so that momentum shift just hit.
And y'all pulled that game out?
We pulled that game out.
That's solid.
It was, man,
that's tough.
I just want to acknowledge you talking about film study. Like, you're talking about somebody that plays edge, a high school kid. Like, that just goes back into the nerd student thing that you're talking about. Like, obviously, a student of the game as well. So I definitely want to just commend you on that and give you your flowers.
Appreciate it.
So watching your film, like, you're very physically, gifted. Is that something that you just always had? I know you said you was a fat kid, but like once the weight came off, were you just automatically just crazy athletic, or like was it weight room work? Like, how did you get to that point?
I want to say it's all work.
All work.
I want to say it's all work. I mean, yeah, God blessed me with the growth spurt that I had.
Yeah.
But I want to say it's always been work. Every time someone asks me about that, I'm like, man, nothing I had was lucky. Nothing I had was given to me.
Earned everything.
I earned literally everything.
Yeah.
All of this is sweat, tears, literal bloods. It's like, no, I worked for this. So yeah, I was it's all work.
And just to wrap it up, right? Is it a player out there, who was hyped up that you wanted to really play against, and when you played against him,
we had that.
You gave him the business.
Ooh. Spalding. A player specifically?
It could be a team.
A team. That's because we played a bunch of teams this year. It was. I was gonna say IMG, but we didn't get the results we wanted.
I was gonna say, I was about to ask you about.
Yeah, we didn't get the results we wanted, so I can't say that.
Okay.
They can talk about this shit. I can't say nothing about it. That's cool. God, maybe. Yeah, I still go back either Spalding and McDonough, but McDonough had more. They had more edge dudes. So they had the year before me, the one that graduated, Denai Dennison. He was a 5-star, 6'5", built like Hercules. He's at Penn State, killed. And I had the guy after him, Mason Robinson. This is my brother. I've known him since we were in Howard County. But like the thing was, since I went to basketball, I didn't really get to do all the recruiting for football.
Right.
But he stayed with football, and so he just blew up.
Gotcha.
4-star, Mason Robinson. Oh, the best player in the state of class of 2023. And I'm like, okay, we talking about the same Mason? Nah, that can't be. That's fine. That's cool. All right, that's cool. But we play him. That same McDonough game I was talking about. 3 sacks. 3 sacks. Man, he played a great game, but it wasn't enough. I was like, man, that's crazy. This rival shit don't mean nothing, man. Rankings don't mean nothing, man. That's my guy. That's my brother. I love him to death.
Hey, we competitors at the end of the day.
Yeah, absolutely.
At the end of the day,
absolutely.
He'd say the same if he ever came on the show. He'd say the same thing, just out of respect for you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's my guy. Yeah, that was the game I wanted because going up to that week, it's always been, oh, you were going up against Mason. What y'all gonna do against Mason? Mason. I'm like, yo, we'll see when the game starts.
For sure.
That's cool. We'll get it popping.
For sure.
Yeah, that was the game I actually wanted to put
your stamp on.
Yeah, stamp. Yeah,
gotcha.
Absolutely.
Well, Julien, man, we appreciate you for coming to Built From Nothing, man. Your journey is just only begun, and we wishing you the best of luck over here at Built From Nothing.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Appreciate you. That's another episode of Built From Nothing. We get up with you next time.